I never knew what is the program today. In fact, I was supposed to visit this institution, rather the playground of this institution in connection with a tournament which was going on here. Only last night, when the principal rang me up and invited me for this ceremony to unveil the magazine of this great institution. While unveiling it, I found that you have named it flight. And in fact, you have taken a great flight, a great leap for development of an institution like college. 15, it is just 15 years? 20 years is of too small a time, too small a period to reach to this level. I am really delighted to see the students who are listening the speeches of the faculty members so attentively, which is an indication that you have decided to learn, which indicates that you have a dedication to your system, to your institution, you have a dedication to your cause, to your object. It is indeed a matter of pleasure for me to address the faculty members. And I feel trepidated when I was sitting here that I have to face an educated community, a community which is the measure of a society. A great philosopher, Plato, once said, if you want to measure the capability, the mind, the flight of their mind of any country or any society, you need the three communities only. You need to meet three persons. The first is meet the doctors of that area. Then meet the lawyers of that area. And meet the professors of that area. You need not to. This is the microcosm of the society. These three communities, lawyers, doctors, and professors, they represent the entire society. So you need not to meet, because Plato's teacher, the guru, was Socrates. Socrates has his own way of assessing the capability of the society. He used to meet every individual of the society. And he used to cross-examine him. Plato said that you need not to cross-examine in order to assess the mental capacity of a society, each and every member of that society. You just meet three persons. And that represents the entire society. So while sitting here, I feel trepidated that I am going to address a community which represents the microcosm of the society. Anyhow, I recollected the wise saying of a wise man, that when you are speaking amongst your own people, you need not be worried. Even if you commit a mistake, that will be pardoned and you will pardon me and overlook any of the mistake if I commit. Now coming to the students, who is the central point no matter how big faculty you have, no matter how big facilities do you have in your institution, the great faculty member, the ultimate is your students. If you prepare just 10 students per year for civil service, for judiciary, for any other competition of this country, you will be doing justice with your job. And to the students sitting here, I would simply say, do whatever God Almighty decide to be your Lord. Do it in such a way that nobody in past, nobody in present, nobody in future could have done it better than you. That should be the mayor. If somebody has asked you to write a poem, write it, try to do it better than Shakespeare, try to do it better than Ghalib, try to do it better than MLA Iqbal. And even if it has fell to your lot to sweep a street, sweep it in such a way that nobody in past, present or future could have swept it more cleaner, would have swept it cleaner than you. So do your job with the excellence. But first, the foremost thing for a student is that he has to lay a blueprint for his future. You cannot struggle without setting a target. You will have to first fix the target. You will have to first lay down a blueprint that I have to chase this goal by adopting this path. Set up a goal before you, then struggle for it. Nobody on earth can stop you from achieving that goal. If you set the goal and you set yourself early in the morning that I have to reach that goal. Every achievement requires your struggle. There is nothing in this world which is serendipitous. Nothing in this world. Everything is to be earned by your labor. And for a college student, you are grown-up students. And in these days, unlike our student life, when we were in college, we did not have internet facility. We did not have smartphone facility. Not let alone a smartphone, a landline facility. And that led us to work very hard. Let it be fair. We were forced to research through books, not through internet, not through Google. And if we used to learn something, I still remember when I started my practice in 1999 in the High Court as a lawyer. Our seniors used to tell us one point that you have to search. I have a case day after tomorrow or next week in which I need your support. Our seniors used to task us that you will have to search this law point. And there was no internet, no Google Chacha at that time, that we could simply type and he'll give us the option. No. What we used to do, we will dive deep into the books. We will take every book from the library, search it. While searching one point, we used to get at least 10 more points. So that was an advantage of physical searching the books, the hard copies. Your Google Uncle, it does, it precises the answer to the point you are searching for, which will not lead you to learn something extra than what you are searching for. So that is one of the disadvantages. Recently I had an occasion to visit America. I went to a library. It was a public library, very old library, beautifully decorated. I went to the library just to see that whether Americans, do they read the hard copies or not. And my curiosity took me there. I said, there were certain other MLAs also, some local from American who were guiding us. I requested them, I want to visit the most renowned library of this area. They said, okay. Then I went to the Cambridge University also. I found American people sitting in the libraries, unmindful of the surroundings. They were reading books, old, young, even teenagers. And with such a concentration that I entered into the library, they did not look for who has entered, who has gone. Totally unmindful of it. They were so vast in the books. I stayed there for half an hour. I visited the entire library. And I was astonished that they were reading the books, the history book, religious books, literary books pertaining to literature. But we have given up our books now. They are simply, we used to decorate the libraries, the shelves. Make it a habit. I'll ask the students, apart from your curriculum, apart from your syllabus, make it a habit that before you go to the bed, at least read 2-3 pages which do not pertain to your syllabus. Be it of literature, be it of religion, whatever it is. Make it a habit that you will read at least 3-4 pages of the hard copies of the book, not the soft copies. That will keep you enlightened. And lastly, because I have to attend a funeral, I will request the young students, be aware of your surroundings, what is happening around you. Unless and until the young people, the young generation is aware of their rights, political, constitutional, social, moral, your rights are most precious than anybody else. Don't let anybody to feel you that you means nothing. You be what you are. Assert your personal dignity. Never compromise your political rights. Even if he's your teacher, You can politely question your teacher also. That here you are wrong. There's nothing wrong in it. In questioning the wisdom. Wisdom is not infinite, not finite, it is infinite. Nobody can claim that I am the master of any subject. You must have that liberty and freedom. Freedom of your thought. Your thought must have a flight of infinity. Your teacher's knowledge, your parents' knowledge is finite. It is not infinite. But the flight of your mind is infinite. Think out of box. Be aware of your rights. With these words, I hope inshallah, whenever I get an opportunity, I'll talk to you in detail. I'm in a hurry today because I have to attend a funeral. But I'm glad that I stayed weekend from Jammu. I never thought that I had to face a gathering here. I was thinking that it will be just faculty members who will unveil a book and leave me just within 5 minutes. I never thought that I'll have to face educated people like you who are graduating. Because graduation is a higher level of education. You have to be mentally. I'm not in habit of preparing speeches, to be honest. I never even prepared my arguments in the Supreme Court. What I do is, while flying in the plane, I shut my eyes and I make a plane of